With the schedule set, let's give our way too early predictions, Justin. I can guarantee both of us would like the ability to back out of this a little bit later on, maybe closer to the start of the season. At least July, right? All right, so here we go. Let's start with before the bye week. This is the first stretch here. All right, Justin. I've got them, let's go 3 weeks at a time. All right, so weeks 1 through 3, I've got them going 2-1. I think we can guess where I've got the loss coming in at.
Right in the middle game. We're both 2-1.
So, all right, I think we're both in agreement there. All right, so then the next 3, 2 of them are in London, and then 1 of them at home against the Colts. I think that Colts game is sneaky tough just because of that, how long they're going to stay overseas for. If they're going to lose one of the Colts, sadly, I think it's the one in Jacksonville.
And that's Anthony Richardson's second game, his 6th game in the league. I think he'll be better by that point of the season as opposed to week 1. That's a trap game. Again, they played well against the Colts in Jacksonville, but again, coming off 2 weeks over in the UK, I don't know, a little slippery.
That one's tough. All right, in that 3-game window, 1 and 2 maybe?
Yeah, I'd say 1 and 2. They always lose a game that you don't expect them to lose, and they always win a game you don't expect them to.
So through the first 6 weeks, what? We've got them 3 and 3? 3 and 3? 3 and 3 going in. 2 more games before the bye week. So we're at 3 and 3. I've got them beating the Saints, and I'll give them the Steelers too.
Same thing. I think they're 5 and 3 after the first 9 weeks of the season. You got the bye week factored in there. 5 and 3 after the first 8. You got the bye week in week 9, and I think that second half of the schedule toughens up really quickly.
Yeah, it definitely does. But getting those first 5 wins early is a big time because that's going to help them get ahead of the curve in the AFC South that we expect to not be a great division.
Last year, so Jacksonville. Start strong this year's the key.
And spoiler alert, I think they'll finish strong again. All right, here's a look at the second half of the schedule for the Jaguars. And things get tough quick right out of the bye week, taking on the 49ers, then the Titans at home, and then going on the road to take on the Texans, wrapping up the series with them. We've got them at 5 wins coming out of the bye week. I'm feeling maybe 2 of these.
I think 2-1 out of those 3. I think maybe a Niners loss. You got to beat the Titans, who are probably Will Levis controlled at that point.
Yes.
And again, the Texans, C.J. Stroud. He's not a rookie at that point of the year, but he's still a rookie, and they're still a Texan.
All right, so win total up to 7 going into week 13, and this is the tough stretch. This is the one where I'm like, okay, what's going to happen here? I could easily see them losing all 3 of these games, sadly.
Absolutely.
You never want to hear it, but the Bengals are really good. We know what Joe Burrow can do. The Browns, that time of year, we're talking about weather concerns, and at some point, Deshaun Watson's going to start putting it together. And the Ravens on Sunday Night Football, they're one of those teams that never seems to lose on primetime, and that Lamar Jackson has a lot to prove. So I could easily see them losing all 3 of those.
I'm going to say 1 and 2 out of that.
You're going to say 1 and 2?
They're up to 8 wins for me at this point, heading into the final 3 of the season.
All right, we'll give them the 1 since you're there. I'm not there with you. I think this one. I think they go 0-3 in that stretch, but I feel good about their wrap, where you've got 3 games, all 3 here, the Bucs, the Panthers, the Titans. You get hot at the right time heading into the playoffs. I've got them taking all 3 of those.
I say 2-1 at that stretch.
Who's the 1?
They 10-7. They finish. Maybe they're resting guys for the playoffs.
That's wishful thinking.
Bryce Young is hot at the end, fighting for a Rookie of the Year award. I say they're 2-1 in that finishing stretch. 10-7 for me.
I've got them with 10. I just got them getting that 10th win down the stretch as opposed to beating one of those 3 teams in between week 13 and week 15. So we ended on the same win total ultimately, but just got one win a little different along the way there. But I think 10 wins is pretty solid. We'll see if it can all come together. Again, this is way too early. Don't forget, you can always get more Jaguars coverage over on our News for Jags podcast. You can find that over on News for Jags Plus and newsforjags.com.